Hey everybody, Tyler here at the Events Cafe. If you've used Facebook or Google Mail or almost any modern website, you know that web pages change based on what you do on them, but most accessibility checkers assume they don't. Stay tuned and I'll tell you why this is a big problem. Since the advent of technologies like Ajax in, 2004, developers have been making web pages that change without requiring a page refresh. It's hard even to imagine the web without the ability to update based on what the user is doing, clicking on tabs, expanding divs, or opening up pull-down menus. But most accessibility checkers are stuck in 2003, because they assume that web pages never change once you land on them. They simply ignore all the dynamic contents of a page. That leaves developers with two bad options: like it or lump it. Meaning either go along with the fact that big parts of a web page won't be scanned, or manually interact with the page and rerun a scan for every single interaction. Like this. Here's a great website. I just ran a scan for the page and now I want to see if there are any new problems surfacing when I click on this section here. So first I have to save a report for this first scan. Then I click the tab, and then I'm supposed to run a new scan and get another report. And then I have to manually deduplicate all those bugs. Man, I'm tired already. Lucky for me, there's a better way. Events has what we call continuous flow technology. Events can capture all the DOM changes possible in a page on a single scan, either as you click through a flow or execute it automatically inside a test. Let's take a manual look at that same website, but using Events. I'm going to click the Start button, then scroll down and start interacting with the content. Watch the count of issues in the top left corner. As I expose different parts of the page, the count increases. Now this is just for one page, but it also works across multiple pages. For example, if I were interested in learning more about this stuff, I'd click here and get another issue count. But we haven't lost track of the first page at all. In fact, if you head to the report, you'll see that it's nicely organized and you can view things by page or across all pages, with absolutely no manual deduplication required. Now we have a much bigger grand total of issues counting both pages. If you follow this series, you already know that Events has a pretty solid list of advantages over legacy tools. But to me, this continuous flow feature alone is a pretty big leap forward, which is something we need because we all have a long way to go. That's all for today, folks. See you next time right here at the Events Cafe.